Welcome to Spin Locked. Today marks the start of my new journey where every step, every quest, and every level is earned with pure determination. I'm excited to share the rules, structure, and challenges that will shape this series. Spin Locked is a unique, old-school Runescape series where every major decision is dictated by fate. As an Iron Man playing exclusively on mobile, I rely on randomized spins to determine my next skill to train, my next combat focus, and which quests I must complete. There's no picking the most efficient path. Every step is decided by chance, creating an unpredictable and challenging adventure. I can only progress after completing 3 spins, one for skills, one for combat, and one for quests. These spins dictate my progress until all tasks are completed, ensuring constant variety and encouraging creative problem solving. As I level up, the challenges scale with me, evolving from simple level-based goals to XP and time-based grinds. Now let's dive into the spinner system. SpinLocked uses 3 main spinners to define each session's challenge: quest, skill, and combat. The skill spinner randomly selects a non-combat skill challenge, such as mining, woodcutting, or even prayer, which when rolled is always treated as a skill challenge. When I spin, the overlay picks a skill at random, and I tackle that challenge using only the GP and resources I've naturally earned. Every spin sets a clear mini-objective to push my training forward. The combat spinner determines my combat challenge by grouping range, mage, and melee into one outcome. When it lands on a combat skill, I train that specific skill. In a unique twist, when it lands on melee, I am forced to train with a weapon that has a controlled option, which requires me to train all 3 melee stats: attack, strength, and defense simultaneously. This allocation ensures my combat training aligns with my goals and avoids any unworkable outcomes, such as rolling prayer by mistake. The quest spinner is straightforward. It randomly selects a quest challenge that I must complete. Here's the twist. I can only spin quests for which I currently meet the skill requirements. To start, only free-to-play quests are available. As my skills level up, more challenging quests unlock. And if I complete all available quests at my current stage and lack the skills for any new ones, I'll begin spinning for quests that fall within my range of completion, using the spinner process itself to help me train the required skills. To determine exactly how much we train, we have the level-based spinner system. In this approach, every spin I take results in a clear, measurable outcome. I spin for a task of +2, +3, +4, or +5 levels in the designated skill or combat category. When I spin the skill spinner, for example, if it lands on +3 levels, I'll focus on that specific non-combat skill until I've gained 3 levels in it. Similarly, for the combat spinner, if it lands on +2 levels, I'll work on my chosen combat area until I see a 2-level increase. This method is simple and intuitive. It replaces more complex systems like EXP or time-based challenges with tangible milestones that are easy to track. Each spin sets a clear goal, turning my training into a series of straightforward, rewarding level-ups. Every bit of GP and every resource is earned through my own hard work. No external aids here. And here's another cool twist. For every 50 total levels I gain, I earn 1 skill spin skip. And for every 20 quest points I earn, I can skip 1 quest. These spin skips allow me to bypass an unfavorable outcome, adding a strategic layer to every spin. My journey will be divided into distinct phases. First is Phase 1. To build a strong foundation for the account, I will complete all the free-to-play quests. Phase 2 begins once I unlock membership and start working toward acquiring combat gear that will last throughout the account's lifetime. Phase 3 is all about attaining the coveted fire cape. Now, normally this wouldn't be so challenging, but with only a chance roll for range and having my skills randomly trained, I may not even have access to prayer potions yet. This will be quite the challenge. Being a mobile-only based channel, I really had to come up with something I'm able to do without the use of plugins, Rune Light, or anything that is standard now on a desktop. This is the foundation of Spin Locked, a challenging, structured, and evolving series where every spin is a stepping stone on my journey. Whether I'm leveling up a skill, honing my combat prowess, or tackling a quest head-on, each challenge is designed to push me further toward my ultimate goals. Welcome to Spin Locked. Let the challenge begin. Great! Now that we've got the foundation laid out, let's begin. We're starting on a fresh, hardcore Iron Man account, straight off Tutorial Island. I created this account years ago and am finally using it. Let's roll our first set of tasks. Okay, not bad. We spun +6 range and +5 fishing levels. Some big rolls early on. I like it. And unfortunately, the first quest on the account, Rune Mysteries, which already unlocks rune crafting. I was hoping to put that off for a while. First up, Rune Mysteries. This'll be pretty slow being a new free-to-play Iron Man. So let's cut this 15-minute quest down to 20 seconds. Look, the early levels on this account are a breeze, just a warm-up for what's coming next. Right now, I can spin and add a few levels to Mage and Prayer, grind out monsters and bury bones with ease. The levels early game will fly in. But imagine later on when I'm rolling for higher levels in Prayer and Crafting and my supplies start running low. At that point, I'm only picking up resources as I level and I won't even know what I'm training until I spin the wheel. Do I stash every bone and every drop from each monster? Or do I switch it up with alternative training methods? Also, if you haven't thought ahead, technically my account has an end goal already built into it from the rules. See, I can technically only spin and level up my account, as long as I have quests to complete. And if you didn't know, there's only 170 quests in OSRS. With that logic, with my low-end rolls, I'm looking at a total level for my skills around 400. 500. Even if I manage frequently high rolls, say I average +4 with each spin, that still only gives me 680 skill levels I can obtain before completing all of the quests, but more on that later on. I'm confident I can smooth out some of these hiccups at least a bit once we hit phase 2 of the account. Oh, and just in case I didn't clarify, I haven't forgotten about quests. Some quests give unique XP rewards that can really change the game and level up other skills I'm not currently training on. So if I complete one that's a bit off my current path, that's all part of the plan and still falls within the rules. Don't worry too much about it. We'll dive deeper into the spin-based madness once we finish all these free-to-play quests. For now, let's speed through these early rolls and grind out the levels. Remember, Phase 1 is all about escaping free-to-play and pushing Phase 2 into members. Those first spins, knock them out easily. Let's keep the momentum going. I just landed some high rolls, +5 to melee and woodcutting, plus a boost of magic XP from completing Witch's Potion. Let's get at it. Not bad at all. Time to power through those melee levels. Right now, my main focus is gathering materials for future mini grinds, aiming to prepare for free-to-play prayer and crafting training. Since I'm still early on and still a lower level, the classic strategy of training on cows is my best bet. Stocking up on essentials now means I can lessen the blow later on with higher rolls from crafting, prayer, or even cooking with these supplies. At least for now, this is my early free-to-play game plan. All tasks are complete. Let's spin one more time before we wrap up this episode. We nailed the Sheep Shearer quest spin, which will give us a boost in crafting, plus 4 mining levels, and another range spin that adds plus 6 levels. Fingers crossed we keep landing those range spins, especially with the Fire Cape phase we will eventually have to accomplish. Spinning these balls of wool brings up one of the first real challenges on this account. Right now, my skill task is mining, but I can still spin all this wool without accidentally gaining a crafting level, which would pull me off my current grind and technically end the account. If that wasn't the case, I'd be stuck finding another way to get balls of wool. And in free-to-play, that basically means farming imps. It's not a big issue yet, but later on, this could turn into one of those moments where I have to make a tough call. For now, though, we'll hand these in and wrap up the quest. Sheep Shearer has helped us with a tiny boost in our crafting, which is a win. So, for range, I'm planning to grind out on imps until I collect all the beads for the Imp Catcher quest. Now, Imp Catcher is an easy quest, but due to my current account restrictions and Iron Man status, I'll only have a limited number of combat levels I can gain when I eventually land on the Imp Catcher quest. So for now, it's all about getting those beads beforehand. So, we only received one of the 4 beads, but our grind wasn't a complete waste. Not only did that grind out few extra range levels, but we also stocked up on some fiendish ashes, perfect for when we eventually spin some levels in prayer. Next up, we still need to train 4 mining levels, and honestly, mining is a bit stale, so let's speed through those levels too. That wraps up our initial episode. I want to stress that moving forward, I don't plan on lingering on the slower, less engaging quests and grinds. I mainly wanted to put this video together and introduce the first series. This gave me a good baseline for what the timeline, editing, and process looks like putting together a video, so please let me know what you think. Rest assured, in the next episode, expect this account's progression to take a bigger leap forward, and we will finish all the free-to-play quests and kick off Phase 2. Thanks for watching.